Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sports very quickly. The Nigeria Football Federation has confirmed that Sao Tome and Principe have withdrawn from the 2024 Women Africa Cup of Nations first round against Nigeria. You're wondering why? Well, the nine-time African champions were to host the Sao Tome and Principe ladies in the first leg of the qualifying match at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos, on Friday, with a return leg scheduled for Tuesday, September 26. Well, NFF's Director of Communications, Ademola Olajire, said logistics was the primary reason for their opponents' withdrawal from the qualifiers. The Super Falcons will now take on the winner between Cape Verde and Liberia in the second round. The winner will compete at WAFCON 2024, which will be hosted by Morocco. The Super Falcons have finished in fourth position at the last edition of the competition, also hosted by Morocco. Well, let's tell you that Super Eagles striker Taiwo Awoniyi is also in the news when he provided an assist in Nottingham Forest's equaliser for Forest in 61 minutes. Awoniyi has scored 3 goals in 5 league appearances this season. So far, so good. The draw saw Forest move up to 8th position on 7 points after 5 games in the league table. And we could say congratulations and well done. Keep ensuring that you are firing on all cylinders. Striking Spanish internationals have indeed called up to the women's team, reiterated their desire not to form part of the squad in a statement released late on Monday. New coach Motse Tome called up 15 of the Women's World Cup winners, most of whom had said they did not want to play for their country until more changes had been made at the Spanish Football Federation, RFEF. Federation President Luis Rubiales resigned 3 weeks after he actually kissed a midfielder Jenni Hermoso following Spain's triumph in Sydney on August 20 after receiving unprecedented worldwide pressure and criticism. Over 80 Spain players went on strike after the incident, and despite Rubiales' resignation and controversial coach George Vilda being sacked, 39 players maintained their stands, demanding further changes. The players said they would study the potential legal actions they would be exposed to because of their selection. It was reported that players could lose their licenses to play for multiple years if they do not obey the call-up. Well, that's what a kiss can actually get you into. Let's go to another story now. Crowds of Iranian football fans welcomed Cristiano Ronaldo as a Saudi team, Al Nassr, arrived in Tehran for the first time, and the first home and away club tie since the two countries resumed diplomatic relations. Fans chanted the name of the Portuguese 5-time World Player of the Year as he arrived with his Al Nassr teammates to face Iran's leading club, Persepolis, in the Asian Champions League on Tuesday. The match will be the first since Tehran and Riyadh reached a China broker deal that was announced in March. Teams from both countries had only played matches on neutral ground since 2016. In Tehran, excitement filled the air as fans eagerly waited to catch a glimpse of the 38-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. And you can see it there on the screen. It was indeed one to actually witness. Everyone was indeed crying, shouting, and doing all sorts to ensure that they get a glimpse of what I would unarguably call the best player in the world. Let's go to UEFA Champions League fixtures later on for tonight as it begins in Group E. Feyenoord will take on Celtic. Lazio will play Atletico Madrid. That's in Group E of the UEFA Champions League. In Group F, you've got AC Milan versus Newcastle United. Paris Saint-Germain will take on Borussia Dortmund, and that's in Group F. In Group G, you've got Young Boys, always making it to the Champions League, not bad. They will take on RB Leipzig, while Man City will play FK Gravina Zvezda, and that's another team to look out for in this year's Champions League. Barcelona in Group H will take on Royal Antwerp, while Shakhtar Donetsk will take on FC Porto, and that's for the Group H UEFA Champions League. So make sure you keep tabs and stay locked on here on News Central. We'll bring to you more updates in the course of the day to let you know what it will definitely look like, aside from other sports, but most importantly as well for the UEFA Champions League. Well, some teams will not be playing this season, names not mentioned. But that's all we have for you on Sports Updates. Just a quick tip on what you should expect later on in the day. In the meantime, it's still Breakfast Central on News Central. We've brought to you some of the biggest stories right from when we began. We've taken you to Zambia. We've taken you to Edo State in Nigeria. let's give you a quick recap of some of the big stories.